Keep blazing your fire, fire, fire. Blazing your fire, fire, fire. This is Jimmy Morgan bigging up Aromatic Realist TV. Real bout ya here. Subscribe now. YouTube. Boom.
Reality check man from your device. Just your Aromatic Realistic TV. Anyway, peep, it is now confirmed that Juliet Holness is now the new Speaker of the House. Now, when you consider, Dalrymple Filbert resigned or involved in criminal activities, and to take in consideration that Juliet herself have a lot of clouds over her head and over her husband's head. Just think about it. Think about it. Anyway, Jamaica, it is confirmed Juliet Holness is now Speaker of the House. Her husband, Anju Holness, is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. So you now have a wife and husband dual running the country of Jamaica and taking care of the people's affair. But after all is said and done, and all the things that we are witnessing with our eyes, the question that need to ask, whose interests are these people protecting? That's the question we need to ask. Husband and wife now runs Jamaica. But my viewers and subscriber, my opinion is my opinion. But what is you guys' opinion on this matter where it concerns? Husband and wife now running Jamaica. Is that kind of look like conflict of interest? Knowing the court cases and all, these things that, is playing out, behind the scenes. Is this conflict of interest, Jamaica? That's the question I'm asking you guys. And you can leave your comment down below as usual. Because as I said, my opinion is my opinion. You cannot beat down my opinion and you cannot take it away from me. That is my democratic right. So your opinion is your opinion. So speak to me down below and tell me what you think about Juliet Holness is now the Speaker of the House. Anju Holness is the Prime Minister of Jamaica, if that's not conflict of interest. Wife and husband now hold the two highest office of the land and is in charge of the people's affair. And as I said before, that Juliet herself have a lot of clouds hanging over her head. And I'm going to start with the 800 million apartment complex that she is building. 800 million apartment complex that Juliet Holness is building. Knowing that Juliet, just recently the other day, she and her husband hold student loan. She's a hustler. Because she tell you, she leaves school, she go work with her mother, she never be ashamed proud of her for that. She's a hustler. She go a Falmouth, she sell, she collect the money. Proud of her for that. She's a hustler. But what I'm not proud about is a 800 million apartment complex. That's what I'm not proud of. And all know the Jamaican people don't know who is funding this multi-million-dollar complex. I said, all know the Jamaican people don't aware of who is funding this multi-million-dollar complex. Remember, Juliet, them say them broke, they don't have no money. Hustler in the street. So therefore, you know it's no family legacy, no hand down from tradition, generation, wealth. No. So for a lady who just recently was student loan and now she's at the head of a 800 million apartment complex. 200 more million, that's a billion. That's a lot of dough, lot of cash, oh, lot of money for somebody who was in student loan just a couple years. Abba. So one speaker gone in corruption and another speaker now is in the house with all kind of clouds over her head. How could that be? If you remove someone for corruption, then how are you gonna replace that person with someone who have corruption cloud over her head? Explain this to me. You get rid of Marissa because of corruption, but you are going to elect someone who have all kind of corruption cloud around her head. How could that be? This is a joke. This is a big joke. This is a big joke. Remember now in Jamaica. I want Jamaica to remember that this lady told the citizen of Jamaica that where they live in is garbage, dump, riverbed, and gully side. Remember this lady in a political campaign behind a podium tell the citizen of Jamaica say where them live a garbage dump, riverbed, and gully side. So this same lady what disrespect the citizen of Jamaica is now presiding over those people's business. So if you can deal with the citizen like that, and now you are in a position to look over the citizen business, whose interests is she looking after? Whose interests is she looking after? Remember, you disrespect the citizen. You tell them where them live a garbage dump, riverbed, gully side. And now you in a position where you are presiding over the people's business. Matters that gonna come in the House of Parliament sit on your desk while you decide if you're going to release it or not. If you're going to turn off that person's mics or not. Whose interests are you there serving? That's the question we are asking. Whose interest is this lady there serving? Think about it. My Jamaican citizen, the people who are in the diaspora, think about it. You see where them live, it's in garbage, dump, riverbed, gully side, and now you are presiding over the people's business. So whose interest is she there to protect? It couldn't be for the people. When you class them like that, categorize them and label them as garbage and dump, you are not going to protect those people. Business. Oh boy. What is going on in Jamaica, you know? It's nepotism, cronyism, conflict of interest. They are awarding people jobs in government positions, friends and families who are not qualified for these jobs. But because of friends, they are giving them these jobs. And Jamaica is now run by the oligarchs. Right? When the Prime Minister himself was the Minister of Education, and when the Integrity Commission find the Prime Minister in criminal activities, start 5 companies while working for the government of Jamaica. Conflict of interest. The Prime Minister of Jamaica, he started 5 companies while working for the taxpayers of Jamaica. And one of such company named Westcon Construction Limited. And it is on record that the Prime Minister himself recommend Westcon Construction Limited for government contracts. The Prime Minister now, Minister of Education then, himself recommend Westcon Construction Limited that owned by the Prime Minister for government contracts. Conflict of interest. My viewers and subscribers, me go pick on a brain you now. And I want to ask you guys if you remember when the Integrity Commission of Jamaica break this news that they found the Prime Minister in criminal activities. You remember what took place? You remember what took place? Let me remind you what took place. It was a cyber attack on the Prime Minister's office. It was a cyber attack on the Prime Minister's office. When the Integrity Commission released the finding, we heard it was a cyber attack on the Prime Minister's office. And then we did not hear anything again. Because you know why? They go and they clean and they bleach and they wipe and they throw away what they need to throw away. That's why the false alarm come about at that time about the cyber attack. Cyber attack. So we are talking about conflict of interest. Let's talk about Dennis Brooks, the former employee of Nationwide news outlet. Not a police. He was employed as a civilian to work in the police force. I think it was in 2019. But Dennis Brooks is now the senior communication strategist in the JCF? Is it that nepotism and cronyism in this administration? The only thing that you can do to get rid of this administration, Jamaica, is to vote them out. There's one thing the people of Jamaica can do, and it's to vote them out. Because at this time, before, me not trust politician. If you see the title on my platform, me not trust politician. But I trust the people of Jamaica. And I trust and believe that they will make the right decision. And I hope and believe that they will make the right decision. Because the only thing you can do to get rid of nepotism, cronyism, and conflict of interest right now is to vote them out right across the board. Vote them out right across the board. Right across the board, you get rid of the labor right. Right across the board. I have never seen so many corruption in my life. Until this administration formed. Just think about it, Jamaica. Juliet Holness is now the Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House who have a lot of clouds over her head. The Speaker of the House who is building 800 million apartment complex. And the Jamaican people, even at this present moment, don't know who is funding that multi-million dollar complex. Because we know them not have the money. We're not stupid, we're not fool. We know they not have the money. So where we not get this money from? Where we not get this money from? That's the question. You understand? Out of the blues, the Prime Minister valued 200 million. A man who outside of politics no have nothing. Come up politics within 2 long hand, broke like that. But in few years, this man, millionaire, this man no have no huge company, no Amazon, no Facebook. He's not Elon Musk who want Tesla and them things there. But all of a sudden, this man valued 200 million. The question that we have to ask, as Jamaican citizen, who is at home, and the people who are living in the diaspora abroad, whose interest is Juliet there to serve? Whose interest is she there to serve? You get rid of a criminal, and you're gonna replace that criminal with someone who don't know what her future look like because of the clouds that hanging over her head and over her husband's head. So the question, why was she elected Speaker of the House? Why? Why? Think about it, my people. Reminisce on it. When I do my content, I do my content because I want to enlighten people. I want to open up them horizon so that they can see the reality of what is taking place around them, and for them to make solid decision So you play it over and you watch it again and you watch it again. And what makes sense to you, you take it out. And what don't make no sense, you leave it alone. You understand? Because we get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for free. When you get your subject and your degree and your master and your bachelor, you buy them then. You go buy education. But the Almighty give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for free. And if you apply common sense, none of those guys with them degree and them master and them bachelor, them can't talk to you. Because none of them buy degree, master, bachelor, but then did not buy common sense. They don't have it. They don't. And my last word to you, Jamaica. The former Speaker of the House, Marissa Dalrymple Filbert, found in criminal activities by the Integrity Commission of Jamaica. Now Juliet Holness, who now have a lot of cloud over her head. And just look at the 800 million apartment complex. And the Jamaican people don't know who is funding that multi-million-dollar apartment complex. Now, you would ask, then why she did not clear up all those things around her before she got take Speaker of the House? No scrutiny don't come up on this lady. Jamaica, let's think about it, Jamaica, and make it make some sense. Husband and wife is now running Jamaica. The first time I see this in my life, I'm Mugabe, Zimbabwe. Mugabe and his wife, they run things. You can go look up on the history of that. You see what I mean? Yeah, my people. But anyway, follow the movement. Subscribe, like, and share. Be a part of history. Touch the notification bell. At any time I drop a video, it can't miss you. Because guess what? You are being notified. Because you do what you have to do. We say no man is an island, Jamaica. We also tell them that no man is alone. You know, we tell them that united we stand and divided we fall. We also tell them that no man is an island and no man stands alone. We will continue to preach and teach. To be your brothers and your sisters' keeper. The respect that you're looking from Aromatic and the respect that you're looking for your brother or your sister. It is the right of you to show that respect to someone else. Struggle is real. We all know that it is real. But it is your duty, you know, to do whatever you have to do. Because as a human being, you have to make the first step in life at all times to make sure you are looking out for your best interest. You cannot leave that for somebody else to do that. It is your responsibility. It is your due diligence as a human being to look out for your best interest. Yeah, man, that's what I think, man. So anyway, a God and good road. Like and share up the thing. Like and share up the thing. Until then, my people, be well, be well, be well. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm the reformer. Once again for Aromatic Realistic TV. Yeah? Some here say Aromatic. Yeah, the prophet, the priest. Yeah? Higher level.
poor people, vice, elevate them. You know what's up? Yo, when the Gideon starts, we are gonna know who are talks from who are weak hearts and be dirty remarks. I run on need them explanation and they hypocrite thoughts, and this is straight from we heart. And we are tell some people step out from the dark and come and play your part. Don't make the most side ya. Pure roots in war, some so war. Wonder who them are war against themselves. Attitude and them conscience. Enough innocent life some make get absent. Man I know them my alien, man I like them accent. Shout out peace, still about so violence. The youth them kill them one another over nonsense. Real issue, them not talking them conference. One bag of shh, and that don't make sense, yo. When the Gideon starts, we are gonna know who are talks from who are weak hearts and be dirty remarks. I run on need them explanation and they hypocrite talk, and this is straight from the heart. And we are tell some people step out from the dark and come and play your part. Don't make the most idea, yo. I said youth be strong and all the meditation, sing songs of joy for liberation. Long time we have fight this revolution. People are shout out for repatriation because we in a Babylon system so long, so we have to find a method and some solution. We don't see it, we living in a fear pollution. When the innocent are dead off one by one, boy. When the Gideon starts, we are gonna know who are talks and who are weak hearts and fear dirty remarks. I run on need them explanation and they hypocrite thoughts, and this is straight from we heart. And we are tell some people step out from the dark and come and play your part. Now make the most ya. Your road team rat, centralized, organized. Make we come together, help the fellow men when him a fall from the ladder. Now stab in my back and flex like vampire. Talk about you coulda, when you know you never. Stretch out the tick and make the youth them cross the river. Free righteousness and sets me up the wave the banner. The buckle of the one that is my greatest honor. Put down on me and bust a one prayer, boy. When the Gideon starts, we are gonna know who are talks from who are weak hearts and be dirty remarks. I run on need them explanation and they hypocrite thoughts, and this is straight from we heart. And we are tell some people step out from the dark and come and play your part. Don't make the most side ya. Pure road team rat. You know it's the Jingo AK Reformer, yeah. Aromatic realistic TV, yeah. Higher levels, yeah. Inspire, inspiration, yeah. Choosing rights. You don't know the thing though. Straight and plain, no complain. Yeah. Rocco. Don't know. Trust my guts, you know the rules. Steady. Rocco.